it is to be here tonight. Thank you to my Book Harvest colleagues, table 23, who are here tonight, including our board chair, Anna Riley, and our board member, Dr. Ioma Iruka. And thank you to the North Carolina Foundation for Public School Children for this award. I founded Book Harvest in 2011 with a simple dream, that every child grow up in a home filled with books. That's it, kids and books. You put them together and you have the makings of the kind of wonderful humans you want as neighbors, as elected officials and civic leaders, as your children's doctors and teachers, as friends, as family. Empathy, imagination, curiosity, confidence, resilience, the ability to problem solve, communicate, collaborate. I believe that all of these flourish when kids have books. And I don't mean a book here or there. I mean lots of books. Starting at birth, yes, birth, and continuing reliably and abundantly over the first decade of life, bathing children in stories and vocabulary. I am so proud that children and families in North Carolina have so far harvested more than 2.5 million Book Harvest books to read around the world and to read forever. Over the past 14 years of doing this work, I have talked about books with hundreds of kids. I want to tell you about one of them. I first met Marco in May of 2018 when Book Harvest brought Books on Break to his school. This is a magical program in which elementary school students select 10 new books to take home at the end of the school year so that they can practice their reading over the summer and build home libraries of books that they love. I was fortunate that day to be accompanied by two amazing champions for children, both here tonight, who had come to help the kids select their books. Dr. Malbert Smith, co-founder of Metametrics and a board member of the North Carolina Foundation for Public School Children, and Dr. June Atkinson, our state superintendent. When Marco's time came to select his 10 books, he deliberated painstakingly over each one, and a whole group of adults, Drs. Atkinson and Smith, and me included, gathered around him to help him find the perfect books as the rest of his class waited. With his A-team of adults rooting him on and by his side, he finally selected his 10th book, just as the teacher was insisting that he join the line and return to class. It was a euphoric moment for us helpers. Later that summer, I saw Marco and his mom and his baby sister when they came by Book Harvest to get more books. Of course, I remembered him. I asked Marco if he had read his 10 books. He nodded seriously. All of them, he told me. I asked if he had a favorite. He thought long and hard, and then he said that he really liked the one about snakes. We talked about that for a minute, about how I found snakes really creepy, and how his little sister had insisted that he read the book over and over again to her, even though she had to run across the room when it got to the gross parts. He started to walk away then, and then he turned around and came back. Marco said to me in a quiet, determined voice, "I changed my mind. Actually, my favorite book is the one about lions." Against steep odds, Marco identified as a reader. He loved books. He had opinions about books. He read books to his little sister. His mom told me that he expected Snuggly story times every night. Marco's story has stuck with me all these years. Marco represents to me the exemplification of Book Harvest's vision of literacy and justice for all. Here is the world I want for our kids. A world in which all babies learn to walk amid stacks of books. A world in which all families have much beloved bedtime routines that include green eggs and ham, and bunnies who say goodnight to every single thing in the room. A world in which how much money your parents make has nothing to do with how big your home library is. A world in which every child thrives in school and flourishes in life. My young friend Marco was born with dazzling potential. I believe that all children are born with this potential. But as Nicholas Kristof says, while potential is universal, opportunity is not. And that is where Book Harvest work comes in, and the work of the North Carolina Foundation for Public School Children, whose mission is to unlock opportunity so that all students have a fair chance to learn and to enjoy school. We are kindred spirits, the North Carolina Foundation for Public School Children and Book Harvest. The world our precious children are navigating is chaotic and uncertain, not just here in North Carolina and in the US, but in places like Sudan, Ukraine, and the Middle East, where staggering humanitarian crises are unfolding. As a pediatrician friend reminded me recently, there is no such thing as other people's children. This haunts me, and yet I take solace and inspiration in doing all I can with a sense of urgency in the places I can make a difference. What a privilege it is to do this work for children just like Marco across our beloved state, including and especially in Western North Carolina. The courage and resilience of our neighbors out west inspires me daily. I am told there's a few teachers here tonight, is that right? Okay, I got something for y'all. For teachers here tonight, or for anyone else who has children in your life, if you need books for your classroom, or your after-school activities, or your backpack program, we've got you covered. Please come visit me at Book Harvest at our headquarters in Durham. An abundance of books, free for the taking, await you. Just go to bookharvest.org to find out more, or come find me at the end of this evening, and I will set you up to make sure you have all the books your kids need. It is a joy and an honor to be in your company tonight. It is an enduring privilege to do this work. Thank you.